Hello friends, good morning. Welcome back to ASTRA 2022 program presented by Akka IAS Academy. In this particular video, I'll be dealing with few of the questions based upon permutations and combinations and reading comprehension as well. So I request you, if at all you have not watched the previous basic concepts video of permutation and combination, kindly go and watch the basic concepts and then come and solve the questions. Okay, so let's begin with the first question. The first question is, if C of n comma 7, kindly note this is not plus sign, actually it's equals to, okay, if C of n comma 7 is equals to C of n comma 5, so what, find the n. This is the question here. Okay, see guys, actually this problem can be solved in two different methods. Okay, formula method and there's a shortcut method. I'll deal with both the methods. Okay, I'll try to explain the formula method first and then shortcut method. Okay, so kindly bear with me. So C of n comma 7 is equals to C of n comma 5. Okay, then find n. What is n here? Okay, so in the next page I'll be solving the question here. So okay, given C of n comma 7 is equals to C of n comma 5. Okay, how this can be written as, see here, actually this is like this, C n and 7. Okay, this is nc 7. Okay, so this will be nc 5. If at all these two conditions are equal, then what is n? We need to find the n. This is simple question here. Okay, so according to the formula we know here, the first I'll be dealing with the formula method, then the shortcut method. Okay, by seeing the question itself only without using pen and paper, you will be able to answer in the shortcut method. Okay, so the formula method is n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. Okay, so this will be also equals to n factorial by r factorial n minus r factorial. Okay, so see here, I'll be substituting here now. So n factorial will be n, okay, divided by 7 factorial into n minus 7 factorial. This will be n factorial by 5 factorial into n minus 5 factorial. Okay, till here you understood guys. Okay, so this n factorial and n factorial will get cancelled here because on left hand side and right hand side. Okay, this will be get cancelled and remaining terms will be 5 factorial, okay, into n minus 5 factorial will be equal to 7 factorial into n minus 7 factorial. Okay, so upon expanding this, see here, I'll be expanding now. So 5 factorial will be as it is. So n minus 5 factorial is n minus 5 into n minus 6 into n minus 7 factorial. It goes on like this. Okay, it goes on, but here is n minus 7, so to cancel this I have stopped till n minus 7 factorial. So that will be equals to 7 factorial into n minus 7 factorial, and this n minus 7 and this minus n minus 7 factorial gets cancelled up. Okay, so 5 factorial, this will be 5 factorial into n minus 5 into n minus 6 will be equals to 7 factorial. Okay, see, I will be expanding this now. So 5 factorial into n minus 5 into n minus 6, that will become 7 factorial is nothing but 7 into 6 into 5 factorial, I can write it. Okay, so this 5 factorial and this 5 factorial gets cancelled, so n minus 5 into n minus 6 will be equals to 7 6 is 42. So till here you understood, I guess. Okay, so now again I will be expanding, cross multiply here, n square minus 6n minus 5n minus into minus plus 5 6 30, that will be equals to 42. Okay, so n square minus 6n and minus 5n, that is nothing but minus 11n, so plus 30 and 42 is there, so plus 30 and minus 42 will be minus 12, that will be equals to 0. So we got a quadrilateral equation here. Okay, so we will be solving here. N square minus 11n minus 12, that will be equals to 0. So 1 into minus 12 is minus 12. Okay, so we need to find such numbers upon multiplying will be getting minus 12, and also upon addition or subtraction will be getting minus 12. So what are the two numbers here? That will be minus 12 and plus 1. Okay, so minus 12 into plus 1 is minus 12, and minus 12 plus 1 will be minus 11. So middle minus 11 I will be getting here, and minus 12 I will be getting here. Okay, so I will be expanding this. See here, n square minus 11n minus 12, that will be equals to 0. So n I will be taking common here. Okay, n square minus, no, not I will be taking common, I will be expanding. So minus 11n can be written as minus 12n plus 1n minus 12, that will be equals to 0. Yes or no? So here n square, I'll take common here, n of n minus 12, so plus 1 n minus 12 equals to 0. So n plus 1 or n minus 12 will be equals to 0. So n will be minus 1 and n will be 12. So minus 1 will not be the answer. So n equals 12 is the answer for this. So see here guys, actually I'll minimize and show you how long it took to solve the problem here. See, so these many steps you need to solve. Okay, these many steps you need to solve to arrive at an answer here. Okay, but there is a shortcut method here. Okay, I'll teach you how the shortcut method works. See here, I'll be telling you the trick here. See, what is the given condition actually? NC7 is equals to NC5. See, if at all such condition is given, then make a note that either base, if at all say, see, two equal sign is there. Okay, if at all such sign is given, there are two conditions you need to take care of. Okay, either base number will be equal. Base number means this number. Okay, this 7 or 5, these numbers will be equal, or else the addition of both numbers will give the value of n. These two conditions you need to take care of when two numbers or two combination numbers are equated. Okay, when two combination numbers are equated, then what is the first condition? Either base number will be equal. Either base number will be equal. This is the first condition. Okay, if at all their base numbers are not equal, then addition of both base numbers, okay, then addition of both base numbers will give the value of n. Okay, so in these conditions, so upon looking this from this question here, NC7 is equals to NC5. So base numbers are different here. Okay, if at all base numbers are different, then the addition of base numbers, that is 7 plus 5, will be equals to 12, and this will be the value of n here. Okay, so n equals 12 we got here. Okay, without using pen or paper only, this shortcut trick will work. Okay, so or else if at all you forget this shortcut trick, you need to solve such a long problem here. Okay, so n equals 12 is the answer here. So moving on to the next question. So next question is, if Cn8 is equals to Cn6, find Cn2. Okay, so simple here. See, upon that shortcut trick only, Nc8 will be equals to Nc6. So base numbers are not equal. So 8 plus 6, that will gives the value of 14. This 14 is nothing but n. In single step you got the answer guys. What is the value of n? But actually the question asks to find C of n comma 2. C of n comma 2. This can be written as NC2. So n value we got here 14C2. Okay, 14C2 is nothing but this 14 should be reduced 2 times. 14 into 13 divided by 2 into 1, 2 into 1. Okay, so upon solving this out, what will get? 14 into 13 is nothing but 182 upon 2 into 1 is 2, so 2 ones are and 2 nines are 18, 2 ones are, so 91 is the answer here. Option B is the right answer here. Okay, so when you know the shortcut trick, solving in one step only, the answer you will be arriving to the answer in one step only. Okay, moving on to the next question. If 18CR is equals to 18CR plus 2, find RC5. Okay, so it's nothing but, see here, 18CR is given. Okay, 18CR it's given, that will be equals to 18CR plus 2. See here, actually representation is wrong here. Okay, while typing I cannot, there's a constraint that we cannot write here. Okay, this will be represented as 18CR, this will be equals to 18CR plus 2. See friends, actually in this manner it is represented here. Okay, if at all you fail to analyze, it is written in this format, you need to solve more problems. Okay, then only you will get to know 18CR will be equals to 18CR plus 2. See here, though both combinations have been equated here. Okay, so it is nothing but R plus R plus 2, that will be equals to N here is 18 here. Okay, so 2R plus 2 will be equals to 18, whereas 2R will be equals to 16, R is 8. Okay, we got R is 8 here. Simple, right? So what the question asks to find? RC5. Okay, RC5. Okay, we got R, so 8C5. So 8 should be reduced 5 times here. Okay, so 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4, reduced 5 times, so 5 is there here. So 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Okay, so we'll solve it here. See here, this can be solved as 4 1 times, I'll use a different marker here, 4 1 times, 4 2 times, and 2 1 times, 2 1 times, and 3 1 times, 3 2 times, and 5 1 times and 5 1 time. So further can it be solved here? No. Okay, so what is remaining here? 7 2s are 14. Okay, and 56. So 56 is the answer here. Okay, B 56 is the answer here. Find RC5. RC5 is nothing but, RC5 is nothing but 56, where the value of R is 8. So 8C5 is 56 here. Simple, right? So moving on to the next question. Find summation of, see here, this problem is represented like this: summation of sigma of R equals 1 to 5, C of 5 comma R. Okay, this is the question mark. Find the value of, see here friends, actually this question is represented like this. Okay, if summation of R equals 1 to 5 and C of 5 comma R is there, so find the value. This is the question here. Okay, find sigma summation of R1 so 1 to 5 and C into 5 plus 1. So C of 5 comma R can be written as 5CR, yes or no? Whereas R's value ranges between 1 to 5. This is the question here, so we need to find the total value here. So R's value is 1 to 5. See here, I will be writing here now 5C1, okay, or 5C2. For this R I am substituting 1 to 5 here, because R is 1 to 5, it's given here. Okay, or 5C3 or 5C4 or 5C5. Yes or no? This I need to expand here, because R's value ranges from 1 to 5. It's given in this summation here. Okay, see here, what is 5C1? That is nothing but 5 should be reduced 1 time, so that is nothing but 5 only. Okay, or is given here, right? You need to take caution here. Or means what? Addition or multiplication. It is actually addition. Okay, because R value can be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Okay, not and 1 and 2, not, it's not like that. Okay, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Or means addition here. Okay, so what is 5C2? That is 5 should be reduced 4 times, 2 times, that is 5C2. 5 should be reduced 2 times, so 5 into 4 upon 2 into 1. Okay, so plus 5C3, 5 should be reduced 3 times, 5 into 4 into 3 upon 3 into 2 into 1. So plus 5 should be reduced 4 times, so 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 upon 4 into 2 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, then plus 5 should be reduced 5 times. Okay, 5C5 is nothing but 1. Why 1? Because 5 should be reduced 5 times. See here, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 upon, so 5 is there, so 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So upon cancellation you will be getting 1 here. So in simple form I will be writing here. Let's see here guys. So what is the condition here? So 5 plus, so I'll be using different here. Okay, 2 1 times and 2 2 times, 5 2s are 10, so 10 plus, okay, 2 1 times, 2 2 times, and 3 3 gets cancelled here, so 5 2s are 10. Okay, again 10 plus 4 4 gets cancelled, 3 3 gets cancelled, 2 2 gets cancelled, so 5 will be the remaining, so 5 plus 1. Okay, so 5 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 1, so 10 plus 10 is 20, 20 plus 10 is 30, and it is 1. Okay, so 31 is the answer here. Simple, right? Find the sigma summation of r equals 1 to 5, c of 5 comma r. So that is nothing but 31 guys. Okay, simple problem. You need to apply the logic. Okay, you need to understand how the formula or how the formula works here, then only you will be able to solve it. Okay, see, while solving in the examination you need not write these steps. Okay, these steps can be eliminated. Directly you will be dealing with from this step if at all you understand the question here. So you will be avoiding the time here. Don't waste time, don't waste your time by writing sigma equal r equals 1 to 5 and c is 5 is to r, then 5 cr, r equals 1 to 5. So these steps can be avoided here, right? Okay, so moving on to the next question. See here, different committees are to be made as per requirement given in each question. Okay, in how many different ways can it be done? So first question is, so 8 students are there, out of which 5 are doctors, okay, and 3 are scientists. So how many doctors are there? Doctors are there 5, and how many scientists are there? There are 3. So total will be 8 students. So this is the given condition. So first condition is a committee of 4 in which 3 are doctors and 1 is scientist. A committee of 4 needs to be formed in which 3 are doctors and 1 is scientist. Okay, totally how many students are there? Actually, how many students are there totally? That is 8 students are there. Okay, 8 students are there. In that 8 students, from that 8 students we need to form the committee of 4 people. Okay, in that 4 people, see, in that 4 people 3 needs to be doctor, and 1 needs to be scientist. This is the condition here, right? So see here, out of 8 I'll be using a different ink here. See guys, actually, so how many students are there? Totally 8 students are there, yes or no? In that you need to form the committee of 4 here. Okay, in that you need to form the committee of 4. So 4 I will write here. This will be equals to, in that how many doctors are there? 3 doctors should be there. So totally how many doctors are there? 5 doctors are there. In that combination of 3 doctors you need to choose 5C3. Okay, and okay, and see, and is there, not plus, actually it is and. Doctors are there and 1 is scientist. Okay, this you need to take care of, and so multiply here. So 1 scientist should be there. So how many total scientists are there? 3 scientists are there, combination of, so 1 scientist you need to choose. Okay, so totally 3 doctors you are choosing and 1 scientist you are choosing, so you are making a group of 4. This is the condition you need to write very clearly to arrive to the answer in a perfect manner. Okay, this we will solve here. See here, 5C3 into 3C1. Okay, what is 5C3? Actually 5 should be reduced 3 times. So 5 into 4 into 3. 3 times I have reduced. So upon 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, multiplied with 3C1. 3 should be reduced 1 times. That is nothing but 3. Yes or no? So we will solve it here. See. Okay, 3 times 3 gets cancelled. 2 1 times and 2 2 times. So 5 2s are 10. 10 into 3, that will be 30. Yes or no? 30 ways you can, or you can choose. Okay, from 30 different ways you can choose, so that amongst 8 students 4 students group can be made. In that 3 doctors and 1 scientist can be made. Okay, 30 is the answer. Option B is the right answer here. Okay, so moving on to the next question. A committee of 5 in which 3 are doctors. Okay, for the same question, the continued question is a committee of 5. So how many students were there totally? Actually 8 students were there. And how many doctors were there? There were 5 doctors and 3 scientists. Okay, 5 doctors and 3 scientists. There were a group of 8. So what we need to do, we need to form a committee of 5. So 5 I am writing here, that will be equals to, and that 3 are doctors. Okay, 3 are doctors means how many doctors were there totally? In total there were 5 doctors. So combination of 3 doctors are to be made. Okay, so then okay, and how many places are remaining? 5 means 3 occupied by doctors, so 2 places are remaining. So how many scientists were there actually total? 3 scientists were there. So 3 scientists, combination of 2 scientists are needed here. Okay, 3s2, no, 3c2, not s2, 3c2. So 5c3 into 3c2 is the answer here. Okay, see here, 5c3 means actually 5 should be reduced 3 times. 5 into 4 into 3 upon 3 into 2 into 1 into 3c2. 3 should be reduced 2 times. 3 into 2 upon 2 into 1. Okay, see, upon solving this I'll be getting here 3 gets cancelled. 2 1 times, 2 2 times. So 5 into 2 is 10 into 2 gets cancelled. So 3. So 10 into 3 is 30 ways. Okay, this is the answer here. A committee of 5 can be made in which 3 are doctors, means it can be made in 30 different ways here. Okay, moving on to the next question. A committee of 2 in which there are no doctors. Okay, in which there are no doctors. So how many? A committee of 2 means total in a committee 2 people should be there. In that no doctors means only scientists, right? So total how many scientists were there? 3 scientists were there. In that combination you need to choose 2 scientists, that is 3c2. That is 3 should be reduced 2 times. 3 into 2 and 2 into 1. 2 gets cancelled, that is 3 answer. Okay, simple question guys. Okay, so in the next, moving on to the next question. A committee of 3 in which at least is given here. Okay, this condition you need to, this word you need to take care of. At least one is there, one doctor is there. Who is there? At least one doctor is there. At least means actually minimum one doctor is there. So maximum how many doctors can be there then? How many doctors can be there? There are totally 5 doctors, right? So minimum one doctor should be there, and maximum 5 doctors should be there. Okay, a committee of 3 here. See, 1 2 3 positions are there. Okay, minimum one doctor should be there here. Maximum how many doctors should be there? 1 2 3. Okay, so this 5 will be reduced to 3 here, because 3 places are there. Okay, not 5 places are there. There are availability of doctors is 5, but actually we need to fill 3 places only. So minimum one doctor should be there, and maximum how many doctors should be there? At least it is given. So minimum one doctor should be there, and maximum 3 doctors should be there. Okay, so this will be the condition here. So 3 can be written as, see here down I will write. Okay, how many committee members should be there? A committee of 3 members should be there. Okay, so in that minimum number of doctor, how much? 1 doctor should be there. So out of how many doctors? Actually 5 doctors. Okay, so in total there were 5 doctors. Okay, 5 doctors are there. In that combination minimum 1 doctors I need to choose. Okay, if at all I choose 1 doctor, then the two positions will be vacant here. Okay, so in that 2 positions I need to fill scientists. So how many scientists are there? Actually 3 scientists are there. Combination that what I need to choose, 2 scientists I need to choose. So this is the one condition. Or means actually positive sign here. Or see here, out of 5 doctors I have chosen 1 doctor here. Okay, so or 5 doctors are there, I'll choose 2 doctors. Okay, yes or no? 5C2, if at all I choose 2 doctors, 1 position will be vacant. Okay, so 3C1, amongst 3 scientists I'm choosing 1 scientist. Okay, or, so or means plus sign. So 5C3, this is the third possibility. Okay, 3 of 3 positions shall be filled by doctor itself. Yes or no? These are the 3 possible ways I can fill in that 3 position. Minimum at least 1 should be doctor. Okay, upon solving this, 5C1 is nothing but 5, and into 3C2 is nothing but 3 should be reduced 2 times. Okay, 3 into 2 upon 2 into 1, so 2 gets cancelled, so 3, 5 into 3. Okay, so or means plus sign, so 5C2 means 5 should be reduced 2 times, so 5 into 4 upon 2 into 1, so 2 1 times, 2 2 times. Okay, into 3C1 means 3, so then plus sign 5C3. Okay, 5 should be reduced 3 times, so 5 is reducing to 3 times, 5 into 4 into 3 upon 5C3, so 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so 3 gets cancelled, 2 1 times and 2 2 times, so this will be written as 5 3s are 15, so 15 plus 5 2s are 10 and 10 into 3 is 30, 30 plus 5 2s are 10. Okay, so 15 plus 30 plus 10, 30 plus 10 is 40, 40 55. Okay, so this is the answer here, 55 times. Okay, so these were the 8 simple questions based upon permutation and combination. So next 2 questions will be based upon passages, guys. Okay, so the passage says, in the last 2 decades the world's gross domestic product GDP has increased 50%, whereas inclusive wealth has increased by a mere 6%. Okay, in recent decades GDP driven economic performance has only harmed inclusive wealth like human capital and natural capital like forests, land and water, while the world's human capital, which stands at 57% of the total inclusive wealth, grew by only 8%. The natural, which is 23% of total inclusive wealth, declined by 30% worldwide in the last 2 decades. Okay, so by reading the passage, a gist can be found, right? This the passage is speaking about the GDP to inclusive wealth. Okay, the GDP has been increased by 50%, whereas the inclusive wealth has been increased only by a mere 6%. Inclusive wealth means actually it's a wealth like human capital and natural capital. What is the natural capital? Like forest, land and water. Okay, while world's human capital, which stands at 57% of the total inclusive wealth, grew by only 8%. Okay, 57% of the total inclusive wealth, it only grew by 8%. The natural, which is 23% of total inclusive wealth, declined by 30%. The natural wealth has been declined, whereas world's human capital, which stands at 57%, has a mere growth. Okay, total which grew only by 8%, whereas natural wealth, which stands at 23%, has been declined to 30% worldwide in the last 2 decades. Okay, so what is the question now? Which of the following is the most crucial inference? Okay, inference from the above passage. Okay, most crucial inference means what? In the previous video I have told you, right? What do you mean by inference? What do you mean by assumptions? What do you mean by the main theme in the passage only? Okay, I'll examine the statement. More emphasis should be laid on the development of natural capital. No, nowhere in the passage we can we can come to the conclusion that the passage is saying that development of natural capital should be done. Okay, it's merely giving the statistics, and also it's giving the passage is telling that the GDP has been increased. Okay, the world's GDP has been increased to 50%, and there is a decline in inclusive wealth. Okay, inclusive wealth like human capital and natural capital. Okay, so the second statement is the growth driven by GDP only is neither desirable nor sustainable. Okay, so this is the extreme statement, guys. Okay, only it is given here. Okay, in the previous video I have told you only means actually that statements in most of the cases the statement will be wrong, okay, in most of the cases, not in all the cases. I'm not using the extreme statement here. If at all the extreme statement comes, then you need to examine more cautiously, okay. So the growth driven by GDP only is neither desirable, okay, is neither desirable nor sustainable. This can be made from the passage, guys. Actually, in the first line of the passage, it is saying that GDP has been, the world's GDP has been increased by 50%. See here, contradicting statements occurs in the second statement itself, okay, whereas inclusive wealth has increased by a mere 6%, okay. So we cannot take the measure of world's GDP as a real growth, okay, because by only mere growth of GDP, the inclusive wealth is not growing, and inclusive wealth has two different wealths, okay, like human capital and natural capital, okay. So we need to examine the third and fourth statement as well. The economic performance of the countries of the world is not satisfactory. No, this is directly wrong. The world needs more human capital under present circumstances. No, this is also wrong, okay. So option B is the most probable and right option here, okay. So moving on to the next question. By 2020, when the global economy is expected to run short of 56 million young people, India, with its youth surplus of 47 million, could fill the gap, okay. It is in this context that labor reforms are often cited as the way to unlock double-digit growth in India. In 2014, India's labor force was estimated to be about 40% of the population, but 93% of this force was in unorganized sector. Over the last decade, the compound annual growth rate CAGR of employment has slowed to 0.5%, with about 14 million jobs created during the last year, when the labor force increased by about 1.5 million. No, 15 million, okay. So what is the question here? Which of the following is most rational inference? See, again inference from the above passage, okay. So India must control its population growth so as to reduce its unemployment rate. No, this is wrong here, okay. Nowhere in the passage we can see to the reference made about the control of population growth. Labor reforms are required in India to make optimum use of its vast labor force productively. Yes, this is the probable one. We'll examine C and D as well. India is poised to achieve the double-digit growth very soon. No, this can also be not inferred, okay. This cannot be inferred directly from the passage. India is capable of supplying its skilled young people to oil countries. No, this is directly this can be ruled out, okay. This option D can be ruled out for being too specific, where passage is silent, okay. The capable of supplying its skilled young people to the oil. So option B is the most probable and right option, guys, okay. This is it, friends. This was much for the today. Thank you for staying such long. If at all you find this video informative, kindly do share and subscribe to our Akka IAS Academy channel, and also do like and comment in the comment section. It helps us to it motivates us to bring more quality content as well. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. God bless you all. Thank you. We shall catch up in the next video.